Cannelloni is undoubtedly a comfort food, full of meat and sauce, gooey cheese.
Yes.
It is delicious.
It is.
Laura, you make good cannelloni, don't you?
I do. I hope I do. Yeah, so today we're going to be doing a braised meat cannelloni with a beautiful, simple tomato sauce. So we've got lots to do, and we've already got our onions going, which is great.
Okay.
So we've got 2 different pots. In that pot over there, would you mind popping in the tomato sauce?
Sure.
And we'll cook that off
Absolutely.
for about 20 minutes, just so it's nice and thick and bubbling away. So we're going to construct the cannelloni with the meat filling, and then we will layer it with the tomato sauce. So the basil is for you, and you can add some salt and pepper, obviously.
So we're putting the basil in now, not later?
Yes, we want to really get that beautiful basil flavour going and cook it into the tomatoes. So we've got these onions in this fry pan. If you would like to cut up the celery,
sure can.
I will cut up this carrot and we'll get them sweating off.
Beautiful. One step done.
One step done.
First 10 seconds. All right, well, I'll get started on the celery. So just 1 stalk of celery.
Yes, please.
Now, talk to me about the meat. What meat have you chosen for your cannelloni today?
So we have some pork mince and some veal mince. So we've got a really nice fat content in there, and we just want to fry that off as well. So we want to get some really nice caramelisation going on that meat and then slowly cook it in a bit of red wine. So braise it down a bit.
That sounds fantastic.
Excellent.
So in with the celery.
And you can add in the thyme and the bay leaf as well.
And the whole lot. I've got 3 bay leaves here. Is that?
Please.
Yeah.
Yep. Pop them all in.
And all of that.
Yep.
You love your herbs, don't you?
I do love my herbs. And then I'm a bit slow here, but if you could add a bit of salt and pepper.
Sure can.
That would be fantastic.
And that's going to bring out some of the moisture from the veggies.
I'll add in my carrots for you.
Great.
Beautiful colours.
Yeah. And a bit of pepper. Beautiful.
Alrighty, so we'll give that a stir, and we want to soften, obviously, all the vegetables, get a bit of colour, and we'll add our meat into it.
Fabulous. So, Laura, what do you think? These veggies are looking pretty good now.
Very good, nice and coloured, really soft. If you want to add in the pork and the veal mince, and we'll get that browned off. And I might start grating some of this mozzarella cheese I've got over here. So it's a hard mozzarella cheese.
And I'm just crumbling this meat between my fingers here just to make it easier when we start to crush it with a fork, because we want it to be quite fine because it's going in the cannelloni, isn't it?
It is, yes. So we do have to fit it in the small hole that the cannelloni has.
And once this is completely brown and got a bit of colour, again, for some flavour, what goes into this next?
So then we'll add in the red wine.
Yep. And
we're just going to let that reduce down. We want all the meat to absorb that beautiful flavour that the red wine has.
Yum.
Alrighty, so our sauce is done. We've turned off the heat and we've cooled it a little bit. What I'm going to do is take out all the little herbs. We don't want big chunks of thyme or bay leaf in there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add in 3 eggs and our cheeses, just so we can bind the mixture up.
Gorgeous.
So that once they're cooked and we cut into them, they'll start oozing everywhere.
And the reason that we've cooled down this mixture, of course, is we've put eggs in there, so we don't want the eggs to scramble. It's the binding agent only.
And lots of Parmigiano cheese.
Wow. Well, that is a lot of Parmesan.
It is. Okay, that should do it.
Great.
And then we can start assembling it, I reckon.
All right, so show me how we do the filling of the cannelloni.
All I need is a really small spoon. Obviously, the whole of the cannelloni is quite small. And we're just going to grab a bit of the filling. And it's a very tricky job, but slowly just push all that filling.
And this cannelloni is instant, so it doesn't take as long to cook, does it?
Exactly, and you don't need to pre-cook it as well, which is really good.
Good.
Alrighty, so I reckon while I'm filling these, I'll move this aside. If you want to bring up that very, very heavy pan, and we'll pop half the tomato sauce on the bottom, and then we'll cover the rest of the cannelloni at the end with all the sauce.
Laura, I think you've outdone yourself. This looks fabulous. You can see it's a little bit crunchy on the top there. What we did was take off the foil just right at the end there to get it really crunchy on the top.
Excellent. So I'm just going to cut some so you can try it and obviously be the judge here. Just get a nice big portion.
Oh, just gorgeous.
Slide it straight on. And if you'd like to put a bit more Parmigiano cheese, grate it on top.
Just a little bit there.
Beautiful. For you.
Thank you, madame.
Do dig in. Lovely.
And it is scorching hot. That's really nice. I love that. You know what? It's old school with that meaty, cheesy sauce in the middle and that nice tomato on top. That's a really nice cannelloni. You know, I think that's my favourite cannelloni. I really like it.
Thank you very much.